The ANC Youth League has rubbished reports quoting its president Julius Malema that the judiciary is controlled by a white minority. And Britain has praised South Africa for taking a principled stance in voting for United Nations resolution on the unrest in Syria. I'm Richard Brooks. The ANC Youth League has rubbished reports quoting its president Julius Malema that the judiciary is controlled by a white minority. Sapa reports that Malema made the statement in a closed session of the ANC Youth League's Lekgotla in Pretoria. According to the reports, Malema said he had got very irritated when he was in a meeting with 3 white lawyers representing him in a corruption case investigated by the Hawks. It has been reported that the Hawks have prima facie evidence of corruption related to the awarding of tenders to firms Malema had an interest in Limpopo. The League maintains that Malema said nothing about the judiciary being controlled by whites. Britain has praised South Africa for taking a principled stance in voting for United Nations resolution on the unrest in Syria. Speaking in Cape Town, British Foreign Secretary William Hague said people were dying in Syria because the United Nations Security Council had failed to agree on a united response on the assault against protesters by the forces of Syrian President Bashar al-Assad. Hague has welcomed discussions he had with International Relations Minister Maite Nkoana Mashabane about intensifying peaceful diplomatic pressure and supporting the regional leadership shown by the Arab League. A Cape Town woman who claims to have been abused and held captive in Pakistan with her daughter has been set free in Islamabad. The woman married a Pakistani national in 2010, then moved back to his home country with him. Imtiaz Suleiman of the Gift of the Givers says the woman handed in a report to court detailing the abuse she suffered from her husband.
And apparently on February 9th, last week, I think it was on Thursday, managed to send a distress call to the South African High Commission in Pakistan, saying that she's a captive, she's been abused, her big daughter has been abused. She couldn't give any location, she didn't know where she was, but the Pakistani authorities gave full cooperation and full support to the South African High Commission, and he managed to trace this lady and a child in this rural area in Pakistan.
Senior police officers are being evicted from a number of buildings around the country for non-payment of lease agreements. Chief Operating Officer for the SAPS, Bonang Magwenya, has told Parliament's Police Committee that the Department of Public Works is responsible for the payment of monthly rentals.
As you know, there is this interdependency between the SAPS and the Department of Public Works. We are faced with a situation where we are getting evicted in some of the leased buildings. Why are we getting evicted? One of the reasons will be that the Department of Public Works will not have paid for the rental.